stars! I'm so happy to be talking to you today. And as you can tell, yes, I did change my little persona. You know, I kind of messed up some parts. She's a little more paler, and her necklace, there's like a zodiac sign. I think I put it as a Gemini. I'm a Pisces, so I messed that up. But you guys don't see that, okay? But I posted a short like a long time ago, and me introducing to Alex, and I said that if you guys want to know some lore, I'll post a video, and here we are. But I'm not just posting a video about Alex. I'm posting a whole video about my whole OCs, and I did a whole lot of spreadsheets just for them. My hand is tired, okay? I was literally holding my pencil. It was hard for my pinky to move. I couldn't move my pinky. And I'm not kidding. But, so, yeah, I'm gonna be telling you a whole bunch of lore about my OCs. So, if you like to watch me just draw and talk, this is the video for you. Or if you don't like quiet noise while you're doing dishes or something, you can click on this video too, you know? But yeah. Also, totally random, I was also scrolling on TikTok, and I saw this TikTok video.
Gojo this, Gojo that. Satoru Gojo isn't the only person in the world, you know?
You crying?
I told y'all it was something random. Duolingo, you have a serious problem. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all do. A lot of people fan over Gojo. But, this video makes me laugh every time. But, anyways, let's just get to the video. Now, this drawing took me like 5 hours. I did not expect this drawing to do so much. So I might have went just a wee bit overboard on the first few. So yeah, I did like an extra piece of drawing of what their jobs are or something like that. I went a little overboard, and this drawing took me 5 hours. I don't know how or why, but it did. Okay, so yeah, this video was like 11 minutes long, but I shortened it, so yeah. But anyways, if you don't tell by the chibi, this is MJ, okay? I want to do a redesign on her, because I want her to be in a webtoon. You know, this is gonna be like in the way future, so yeah. I want her to be in a webtoon, and I want her hair to be purple, but I don't want to go all overboard. And yeah, so if you have any tips or any like tips on her lore, or just like some ideas of anything, please let me know and I'll think about it. So there's the drawing that I'm doing right there. I want to do like a piece of drawing of what their hobbies are or what they do. So yeah, this gets started to her lore. This is MJ, and she changed her name. It wasn't always MJ. It was originally Mayana Jones, but her mother, she wasn't the best mother in the world, and she didn't really care for her, and she never wanted her to go outside and tell what her mother does. So she was originally homeschooled, never had any friends, never went outside. Like, of course she was fed and all that, but she never had any friends. And she's always felt like an outsider. And, but when MJ was young, you know, she was young and still so innocent, so she didn't really mind. She was still confused. And, her mother, since she's always kept MJ inside, MJ decided to go outside for the first time in a very long time, Like, of course, MJ, they live in an apartment, so they had a balcony, and she was always allowed to go on the balcony to see the stars or whatever. But she wanted to be outside, like, you know? So, when she snuck out, that's when she met Luna for the first time. And, when she came back, she made a noise on accident and she was caught. And her mother went psycho, crazy, and she said some things that she shouldn't have. I know some children watch this, so I'm not gonna say too much. But technically said that she's not the best at making friends. She said that in a mean way. She said the mother said horrible things, and that's when MJ realized everything. So MJ had to suffer with her mother and what she was doing with herself. And she never cared for her mother ever since that. And yeah, so when it was finally time for her to move out, or when she was a teenager, she decided to just go out late and not be around her mother. But when she was finally old enough, she changed her name and moved away, like far away, to go in a small town and start her little band. And she never had any friends, so of course she had to make some to be in a band. But the dad, he was okay. But I don't really have any lore for the dad. But I feel he had some passion for singing, and that's when MJ loved singing too. But when the dad went away, that's when the mother started going crazy. And so she wanted to do a singing career, but now she doesn't, with her singing career, it doesn't always go as planned. Like, her music doesn't go viral. She's with her small town, a lot of people are a little judgy, so people kind of judge her because of her music. And she is an alto, by the way, so she kind of has like a deep voice, but so her music doesn't go all the way up, but she still tries, and she still has a full heart for her music. And yeah, so that's all I have for MJ right now. Next up is Luna. Now, I kind of forgot to say in the intro, most of my OCs have some parent issues. They got mommy issues, daddy issues, they got parent issues, straight up. So, yeah, like I said, I need some help on picking out some lore for them. So, if you ever got some lore ideas, please let me know. Don't worry though, I am, planning a OC that absolutely has no lore. But, anyways, this is Luna. Luna is based off my cat. Luna is a tuxedo cat, and she's spoiled. So Luna's based off a cat, so I tried to give her some cat vibes. And my Luna, my cat Luna, she was mean, I'm gonna say that, but I knew she cared. Starting with this Luna's lore, Luna is grumpy. She's grumpy, but she's also that type of person to care for her family and friends. And like, she always cared for them, but she doesn't really show it, you know. Just like that drawing, the FU one, that's what she's kind of like, even though she does care for them. So Luna is the youngest sister of Atlas. She's also in MJ's band. yeah, she is the guitarist. I don't know what type, but she is one. And so with her lore, since she's the youngest, and Atlas and Luna, they've always been poor. They lived in a kind of in a trailer park, and it was not the best in shape. And it was only her mom, Atlas, Luna, and the mom. The mom always cared. Always cared. But the mom was always at work trying her best, even though she didn't make a lot. And so it was always up to Atlas to take care of Luna while the mother was at work. And the mom never really got to spoil Luna or Atlas because of the money. And so forward to the future a little bit, Atlas was old enough to get a job, even though she was still in school, but Luna wasn't. So she was still in her kid age, kinda, so she didn't really get to get a job. But Atlas was always at work. She decided to get a job and tried her best, and she wanted to use that money to make Luna happy, even though she never got to be spoiled. And Atlas is kind of a people pleaser, and she loves to spoil Luna, even though Luna doesn't really like to get babied. So that's why she kind of acts all tough around Atlas, and like she scratches, but she doesn't leave deep ones, you know. So yeah, when Atlas was finally old enough to get a job and Luna wasn't, Luna felt really lonely because Luna always felt like it was just Atlas and Luna, but the mother was always at work. She didn't really feel close to the mother. And but when Atlas left, she felt abandoned, and she kind of got just a little, not too deep, she kind of got a little depressed. And so fast forward, she always kind of felt lonely, even though she had Atlas, of course. Atlas tried her best to spoil her, and but Atlas is not really good at her feelings. Atlas is kind of that type of person to keep it inside instead of showing it. But fast forward, Luna was finally old enough to move out, and she did. She got her own job, she moved out, she moved where MJ lived, but they didn't really know each other at the time. And so Atlas, they were distant, but they still talked, and of course Atlas still tried to baby her a little, but Atlas said, F you, no, use that money for yourself. Yeah, so Luna was finally old enough to get a job. She was still in school. I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe 20. I don't know, but she still was in school. She got a job. She moved. She got her own job, and she made effort. And that's when they finally met MJ. She finally met MJ, and I don't know, Luna never really had any friends because of her stubbornness and her brattiness. So that's when she met MJ, but MJ was always kind-hearted, and she didn't care what friends she wanted. And MJ didn't have any friends either, and MJ just kind of looked at Luna, and she just wanted to be her friend. And no matter how much Luna pushed away, MJ still kept trying to be her friend. And that's when they met, and she figured out that she played guitar, and there goes a little start of the band. And yeah, so MJ was Luna first met Luna first. Now it is time for Atlas's turn. Now I just want to say a few things before I get started into her lore. I tried a new lining with her lining. I didn't really like it, so the lining's like a little scratchy. I didn't really like it, so in the next spread it's a lot more cleaner, so sorry about that. And also Atlas has like a lot of redesigns, or just kind of had a whole redo. Like, she kind of kept her hair the same, but I felt like that Alice has like a lot of clothing that suits her, but I wanted to change Atlas kind of a lot. I know I might change her again, because there's just a lot of outfits that I think that suit her. And I had a lot of characters that kind of wear black, so I wanted to change it. So yeah, I wanted to change her so she doesn't. You'll see in the coloring. So it's kind of a big redesign. Yeah, I would say kind of a big redesign. I changed a lot of things. So yeah, hopefully you guys still notice her, even though she kind of just kept the hairstyle. But yeah, sorry about that, but that's how she is. There's just a lot of outfits that suit her. So let's just get started into the lore. So through Atlas's point of view, like I said, through Luna, she was still very hardworking, and she tried her hardest to make Luna happy. And she tried to give Luna affection as much as she could, but she never could, because Atlas wanted money so she could have her own life. But she tried her hardest to try to focus on her, but she never could, because she wanted to care for Luna first. And so she tried, and the mother, she's not blood related to Luna and Atlas. And even when they were younger, Luna and Atlas never really asked what their real mother was like, and they never really cared. Nor did they ask what the mother was like, what their blood mother was like. But forward, she was old enough to get a job. She got the job. She worked very deep to the bone until she was tired. And Atlas, she tried to care for herself too, so she could move out when she was older. And even when she was old enough, she wanted to live near Luna until she was old enough to move. And Atlas is very clingy to the people who she cares about. And since Atlas always cares for others, she never really focuses on herself nor knows what she truly wants. So she just cared for Luna and also cared for her mother. And so yeah, she tried, and she worked hard, deep to the bone. She does have eye bags, by the way. I just don't draw them. And yeah. So that's through Atlas's point of view. And she's not selfish at all. Like, she cares for others. And when she met MJ, through Luna, when she looked at MJ, she kind of just knew that she was the one. Because MJ kind of gives that main character kind of vibe. And that's when a new skill was unlocked within Atlas, that she cared for MJ too, even though that she was the older sister. And FYI, Atlas is not that much older to Luna, by the way, so it's not that weird. But yeah, so when she met MJ, it was kind of new that she unlocked like a whole new personality too, and that she was only a little flirtatious towards MJ. And MJ, she's too, not gonna lie, MJ's too dumb to figure it out that Atlas likes her, so MJ's really dumb towards love, so she doesn't know that. And but yeah, Atlas is flirtatious towards her, and she does kind of spoil MJ just a little bit, but not way too much, so people notice, because Atlas kind of keeps it on down low. And I'm pretty much, I think that's it. That's for her lore. And I changed her redesign because I think a lot of outfits suit her, and I changed her eyes so it could look like more like Luna, since they are siblings. Next is my girl, Imani. You know, Imani, she gives, you know, how do I say it? She gives very bad girl vibes. You know, she will kick somebody's butt for her friends if she has to. She's very sassy too, and very picky about clothing. She's kind of like that girl from, what's her name? The girl from Winx, the sun fairy. But except Imani's smart. No offense to her, but but she's smart, and she did go to boxing, so she is muscular. She's muscular. She got that muscle. But yeah. So I only changed her a little bit. I took away her highlights and the bangs. But if you guys didn't know, she does fashion. She is a, what do you call it? She makes clothing, and that's kind of how she takes that from moi. She got that creativity. But yeah, let's just get started on her lore. So Imani, she's like, ever since she's young and still now, she's very strong-hearted. You know, even though when she was younger, she never let nobody ruin her dream. And her dream was to become an artist, kind of like me, but in a fashionista form. She wanted to become a fashion designer, and their parents was very controlling, and they wanted Imani to have a specific job, a specific thing that they wanted her to do. And Imani, she was the oldest, and Zuri was not born yet. But she never cared, and at first she kind of fell into their parents' controlling, but she woke up and she just knew that they need to back off. So Imani was very smart because of their parents, and Imani just knew that they were just too controlling, and she snapped, and she's like, no, like, you will not. And there was a big argument, and later on, Imani was kind of forgotten in the family when Zuri was born, because the family knew, you know what, like, we have another child. And yes, their family was kind of mean because they forgot about Imani. And so Imani was just kind of forgotten, even though she was fed. They made sure that they did their homework and stuff, but she knew that, like, since she wasn't in their trap anymore, they wouldn't really care as much. And they cared for her, even though, like, Zuri was old enough, she was talking, she was walking, she was she was at school, Zuri, which is the youngest, Zuri was really shy. And even though Zuri and Imani was, like, very distant because of their parents, Imani always felt protective over her. So she's kind of that long distant kind of sister, even though that, like, she will keep an eye on her no matter what, making sure that she won't get into trouble. And but Imani just kind of got tired of their parents controlling Zuri. So she told her that, like, you need to snap out of it. They don't care. They're just trying to control you so they can have their own profit. Now, through Zuri's point of view, now we're focusing on Zuri. She was very angry, and, like, Zuri's never angry, barely. She's always shy and timid and easily flustered too. She just blew up at Imani, like, no, they love me, she got mad, and they got in this whole big argument, and the argument gotten too far where Zuri and Imani said wrong words, and they both got hurt, and later on, like, they would never talk to each other, like, never. And they were old enough, and they both moved out, and they never talked, and Zuri was still falling into the parents controlling. So Zuri didn't get the job that she never even wanted, or Zuri didn't even know, like, what job she wanted. She was just too controlled. So Zuri thought that she would move to go to a better job, and their parents was okay with it, and so Zuri got space from their parents, and Imani and Zuri was still very distant. They barely talked, and so yeah, and MJ didn't know that Imani had a sister, so Imani was, like, very secretive about her past, and she kind of felt very guilty about it, and it was, because it's just weird for Imani, because, she's very, very passionate and very strong, but Imani is just, like, very sad, to put it. Even though Imani still cares for Zuri, they're both just too nervous to talk to each other about it. So they never talked, and MJ met Zuri because she spilled coffee. If you didn't know, MJ is a coffee addict. She likes a frappuccino. She accidentally spilled coffee on Zuri, and MJ offered to buy her a brand new shirt from a store, even though MJ was already running late to her rehearsal. They met, and that's when MJ felt flustered for the first time. And, like Zuri felt, she felt relieved from that. And, once she told Imani about it, and Luna, they like to talk to each other at a cafe, by the way. Imani was like frozen because they didn't even talk, and Imani didn't know that Zaria was living near her, so yeah, she was surprised, didn't know what to say, and that's when Imani told him, that is my younger sister. And both of their mouth dropped. And, yeah. So, Zuri, she is very timid. And, I didn't change her redesign much. And, I wanted her to, have the eyes, the blue eye from Imani, and, the same hair color as, Imani too, but like the bottom is like lighter, and yeah. Oh boy, here we go. The most dramatic, and the poor soul that went through so much. Yeah. So this is my first male OC, like official, and I like him. My best friend likes him. Literally, she keeps asking me to send pictures. You know, that's okay. You know, we both have our dream fantasy anime men. But, yeah. This is Alex, my precious broken heart boy. His personality is kind of cold, and, he's very rich. Like, filthy rich, but there's just one oopsie that comes to that, okay? Technically his father is a secretive murderer. Technically, that threatens his own son. I know. So okay, Alex, or Alexander, it's Alex for short. He is a very horrible disguise, okay? But he wears those, like, little gloves in his hat, like the glasses I meant, just so he can kind of blend into the band, because he is in the band. He's in MJ's band, and, yeah, he is the main pianist of the group. It makes sense, because since he's rich, you know. But, anyways, he wears this, like, the white button-up shirt and, like, the fancy pants, so he could try to hurry up and go to meetings, because he has to be forced to be the next heir of the dad's famous building. So he's the only son, like, literally the only son, and yeah, and technically, if Alex is not to be the heir, the father will kill everybody that Alex loves, and he is not afraid to do it, okay? If you haven't watched Empire, that Lucius is kind of like him. You know, he will kill. He will go for blood, okay? So, anyways, yeah, the dad is very vicious. He wants Alex to be the heir, and Alex's father says he has no time to play music with his fake friends, but so Alex has to act cold towards the band, so he can pretend not to be so close, even though he already is, and he deeply does care for MJ and the band, and so that's why he acts so cold. And he does have like eye bags, and I try to draw them a lot because, you know, his dad is a murderer, and yeah, he's very depressed from it and very traumatized too. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, Alex tries not to be so close, even though he does care, and MJ and the band group is like the only group that they know what love is. Cause Alex, let me say this to my best friend too. Alex has no time for love, okay? No time. Yeah. So Alex is very popular, and he's very popular, and that's why he does wear this like little suits so he can go to meetings, and he's kind of also like Adrian the Guest. Maybe he's a model. I don't know. Does he give you model vibes? Cause look at that pose. I am so proud of that man. Anyways, yeah, I don't have much lore for him though. Will his father, you know, kill MJ and them? Probably not, because MJ's the main character, you know. And yeah, the only difference that I made to Alex is like I gave him an undercut, kinda. He usually had like hair under there, but you know. Yeah, I didn't change him because, you know, he's still new, and I don't have much lore for him either. So if you guys even watch this video all the way through, send a thumbs up. Now finally it is time for the darn results. Goodness gracious, this video is so long. Anyways, let's just get to the results. Well, hopefully I gave y'all enough lore, because goodness gracious, this video is longer than half an hour long. I worked hard, so if you guys couldn't tell, please comment down below if you guys watch this video all the way through. Also, I forgot to say, but Luna and Imani, since they're both stubborn, they like to challenge each other. So just FYI, they'd like to challenge each other, so they're very challenging because they're both very stubborn. Anyways, comment down below if you guys watch this video all the way through, and ideas of some lore or some like what should I do for some characters' outfit designs. I'm kind of happy with Imani's and Alex's and Zuri's, but the rest I'm not so sure. But comment down below some lore or some outfit ideas if you guys have any, because I am be willing to listen. Because I need to traumatize my characters, guys. Okay, I need to traumatize them like I do to, yeah, a lot of artists do that. Anyways, I feel like I am missing something. Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, because this video is super long, and yeah, I do love you guys with all my full heart, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be making this video. Yeah, so I love you guys so much, and yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's all I have to say, and mwah.